Yep. Alright, so this one's done. Stripped anyway. Got a few things that I had filled in before, so I'll leave that there. Some pitting. I'm not sure if I'm going to fill it in with weld or what, so I'll have to think about that. And again, the same kinds of pits that I've seen. Whoops, focus. Same kind of pits I've seen on the other areas where this has been spot welded. So, what you're looking at here is as de-rustified as it gets. I'm now going to convert this with the phosphoric acid, the same stuff I used. Look at that. A couple days ago. I'm gonna see if I can dig out the rest of the little bits of paint, but I'm more worried about the rust. There's so many to get still too. And you can kind of see the pattern of where the entire thing gets welded. It's interesting, isn't it? I'll give you a quick update as to how the other side looked. And at some point, when I go to prime this, I'll probably wash all of this off, wash it all out with a good soapy bath. This black is converted rust. This seam here, I'm going to fill in with either seam sealer or something, but a little bit shiny in there, which means there's some acid that was still left. And all this is really nice stuff. This kind of dull, shiny, grayish is an indication that it's now more or less cold galvanized, they call it. That shiny is a basic layer of zinc, if I understand my chemistry correctly. Put some more up in there, and it's still wet too. But again, a little bit of a nice easy sponge bath, and I'll be able to start filling these things in. These weld pits, I'm gonna go ahead, I think, and fill them in just so it looks nice. Definitely up in here, all that stuff there. So hell, even, I don't know if you saw the video before, but you can see up in here where there was rust, it's gone. Stuff has eaten it. I put another helping of phosphoric acid in there, so I've got some paint in there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sandblast this stuff out. So I'm not done there, but not bad at all. And here it is with the phosphoric acid applied to it. It'll get a little less shiny between now and tomorrow morning, but that's actually some fiber fill. I may need to take that off and redo it to even it out. I know that looks orange, but I think that's kind of a reflection. But again, all these pits, all these dark spots, I got out as much rust as I could, and the acid will convert the rest of them. So my next step here will probably be, I'm not decided yet actually. There are folks who will do epoxy primer and then do their pit filling and that kind of stuff, and then epoxy over that. Just because it's a better protection against elements and everything else. And if I do use some sort of a filler tends to hold water, and holding water right up against the chassis like this at one point or another isn't necessarily good for it. So I may in fact just epoxy prime this entire thing and then do all the filling and shaping and all the other stuff that I want to do for minor pits. Honestly, this isn't going to get seen at all. The inner wheel well doesn't get viewed when you're looking at the car, but again, this is the stuff that I spent a lot of time on and a lot of energy to make it as perfect as I can. Got a lot of things I've got to get done on this. This side is just as dusty and not that bad. I think I spent an hour maybe stripping the other side, so I can do the same thing. It's another corner back in there, the front corner in the wheel well that took me 4 hours maybe. So enough for tonight.